Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to PrestoCon Day. My name is Ali Leclerc, and I am chair of the Presto Foundation outreach team. I help put together events like this, and we are so thrilled to be here today. I think we have people joining from all over the world. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I am joined by Curt from Uber. He's a senior engineering manager there, and he also chairs the Presto Foundation governing board. So Curt, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Great. So we're going to just take a few minutes to open things up and talk about what we can expect today, and maybe just give a little background on what's been going on with Presto open source over the last year since we have seen you last. Before I jump into things, I just want to make a quick note. Linux Foundation wants me to share regarding our event code of conduct. So all attendees should always feel very welcome and included, and we take this very seriously. So if you have any issues, please let us know immediately. One other thing, if you are joining us live right now, you'll see if you're on the RegFox platform, there's actually nowhere to type messages or questions. So we are encouraging everybody to join us on Slack. You can join the Presto community Slack channel. We created a PrestoCon channel. Join there. That's where all of our speakers will be, other presenters and people that are attending. It's a great way to ask your questions, meet the presenters, and meet other folks in the community. Okay, so let's talk about Presto. Presto, as we all know, fast and reliable SQL for data analytics and the open data lakehouse, and that's why we're here today. But let's be honest, building and maintaining data infrastructure just is still harder than it should be. There's a few reasons for this. So most companies end up with different engines for different workloads. There's one for batch, there's one for real time, maybe there's something else for data science. And that fragmentation always comes back to bite you. Because what it means is you're going to have to re-platform. It's inevitable. And at some point, it's going to become super expensive and super painful. And it's not just the infrastructure. It's teams that are managing multiple query languages, multiple interfaces across these siloed systems. So that means more training, more tooling, more room for inconsistency, more room for errors. And of course, this cost, data infrastructure cost is kind of always lurking in the background, whether it's compute or storage, or maybe it's engineering headcount. It's these data infrastructure decisions that can have a real impact on your bottom line. So then even when you try to streamline things, real time and batch still don't fit together cleanly. You end up kind of like having to stitch things together quickly. You have to put these systems together, and you're usually going to have to sacrifice something. That could be latency, that might be accuracy, that might be flexibility. And now we had to we have to add AI to the mix. And it's a super exciting time, but AI adds this whole new layer of complexity. So suddenly your infrastructure has to support feature stores, fast access to unstructured data. Maybe it's model serving pipelines. And so all of this on top of an already complicated stack, right? And that's the context we're in. And that's why Presto and this community are more relevant than ever. So what's changing? We're seeing this set of very clear trends across the industry, and they're kind of helping to shape what this next generation data stack needs to look like. So first, SQL is still the common language. Despite everything else changing, SQL remains the interface that everyone expects, right? And so that's everything from your BI tools to your notebooks to your APIs. And this can put a lot of pressure on data infra teams to make SQL accessible across every type of data. Second, these open formats like Iceberg, Parquet, they're winning. And they're not just open, right? They're portable, they're fast, and they're increasingly well supported across all of these engines. So they give you this optionality, and they also reduce the costs of replatforming. Third, data is federated by default now. It's spread across clouds, it's spread across object stores, there's message buses, like there's a ton of different things, right? And so pulling it all into one data warehouse just isn't always practical. You need systems that can query data where it is. Fourth, real-time and batch are converging. Companies want to reuse logic and pipelines across both, and they expect one engine to do that job. And then finally, open source. So open source is moving faster than vendors. This is what we believe in. This is why we are very all in on the Presto Foundation and working together as a community to build fast. And whether that's, new formats, execution engines, integration layers, right? The leading work is happening in the open, and that's why projects like Presto are thriving right now. So why does Presto still matter? Presto is still a really critical part of the modern data stack, and that's why we think it's going to be even more relevant in 2025. As you can see in this diagram, Presto sits at the center of the Open Data Lakehouse, and it's bringing this data warehouse functionality, meaning fast SQL, to a fully flexible, fully open architecture. And it connects directly to storage systems, open formats like, it connects directly to storage systems. It connects to open formats like Iceberg and Delta Lake. And it feeds into both your BI tools and your AI and ML frameworks, like you can see in this diagram. So all of this happens without having to force your teams, your data platform teams, your BI teams, your business teams into a closed platform or any sort of vendor lock-in. And what that means in practice is it's one engine, it's one interface, and it's access to all of your data, structured, unstructured, real-time, batch, all in one place. And with our native engine, which is Presto C++, we're not just talking about flexibility. We're talking about like serious performance, the kind of performance that lets Presto power the production workloads at Uber, at Meta, at IBM, and many more. And you'll hear a bunch about that today. So this diagram, I included it because it kind of sums it up. Presto is the SQL layer for the modern open data stack. Okay, so we're at PrestoCon Day today. What can we expect? What are we going to learn about? Today, I'd like to think about it. It's more than just like a set of presentations. It's really a look at how real teams are solving real problems with Presto. You'll see how companies like Meta, Uber, Intuit, others are using Presto at pretty massive scale for interactive warehousing, for petabyte scale caching, AI data pipelines. So this is real world scale in action. You're also going to get some pretty deep tech insights into where the Presto project is going. That will include updates on Presto C++, also called Prestissimo, Presto Sidecar, and then some new reliability features like auto retries and self-healing queries, which I'm really excited to learn more about today. And then one of the more exciting things is that this innovation isn't coming from just one company, right? And I know I've mentioned this several times, but it's all about building it together and creating an ecosystem around Presto. So, we'll have engineers from Meta, from IBM, Uber, Intuit, Denodo, DataZip, all sharing their work today. And there's a lot more that are doing work with Presto. And so it's very exciting to get the community together at an event like this so everybody can come and share and show off what they've been working on over the past year. So you'll leave with a sense of what's next, how Presto is evolving to meet the demands of the Open Lakehouse, and how you can be a part of shaping the future of this engine. So with that, I would like Curt to come on next and share a few words about what's going on at Uber and words about the foundation as well. So please take it away, Curt.
Thanks very much for Ali to the nice introduction. So hello everyone, I'm Curt. I'm currently senior manager at Uber Management Data Infrastructure and Analytics team. So I really like the word that Ali shared. Like today, CQ in the data analytics and the BI world is the most important interface to our users. At Uber is the same. We're using Presto and Vlogs not only from the interactive analytics, we also take a lot of like large scale batch traffic, dashboarding, and even some sort of the machine work, ML workloads. So the team is actually working hard to improve the system, include the geospatials, include the securities. There's a lot of features we want to contribute to the open source. And that is saying like this is the reason that the Uber is still working with the Presto Linux Foundation is we love the project and the foundation is very, very good and well-established foundations. Let's go to the next page. So yeah, I will spend a little bit of words for the Presto Foundation next. So we are a very open foundations, is community driven, and we have our setup with several three kind of tracking. So we have the governance board, which is an outreach community working with the different companies and all the users. And we have in the central, we have the very important the TSC community, which is driving the technical discussion of the community. And at last, we have the bigger user group to join all our discussion for the Presto so foundation. Thanks. Next page. So yeah, again, the foundation have the three basic principles. First, it is one open, neutral, and united Presto community. That basically means that all our discussion, we don't have any bias. We listen to what you suggest to us from both technical and operational perspective. Meanwhile, we have the transparent technical leadership and the directions. And again, no individual company is greater than the project and its community. We value all the members, all your words, and we welcome to everybody to contribute to the foundation. Thank you.
Thank you, Curt. So with that, I will just end by saying, if you're not part of our community, please join us. We love to welcome anybody new to the project. There are many different ways to get started with Presto. First of which is please join the Slack channel. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have a PrestoCon channel set for today, but in general, this is a great place to go to ask questions, meet other contributors, meet other users. We have channels for Q&A, for dev, working groups, and a bunch of different things. So it's a great way to get involved. You can find everything from deployment guides to contributor docs at our website, prestodb.io. And if you're feeling inspired by what you hear today, we would love to see you get involved, whether that's contributing code. We have a board for like first-time tasks that you can look at. Helping with docs is a great way to get started, or just sharing feedback. We have meetup groups all over the world, and we host many virtual events through our meetup groups as well. So I encourage you to find a meetup group near you and join it. We're doing a lot more in-person events this year in general and next year. And so I'm excited to kind of meet more people face to face. It's a great way, and it's free to stay updated on community events near you. We have 3 working groups within Presto. If you're interested in any of those areas, it's a great way to focus in and to dive deep into those areas. So that would be the native worker, which again is Presto C++, architecture, and the optimizer. And then finally, please follow us on LinkedIn for news. We share our community news there. When we have a new release, we put it up there, community spotlights. So it's a great resource for those that just want to keep updated on what's going on with the project. So with that, I will say thank you so much for joining us today. We are excited to share everything we've been working on over the past year. And thank you to all of our presenters that you'll hear from today that have put some time into, not only delivering the actual technology, but sharing it today. It's really important for us as a community to make sure that we are open and transparent, like Curt mentioned earlier, and we want to share all this goodness out with all of the community. Join us in Presto Slack channel. We hope to see you there, and we hope you have a great PrestoCon day. Thank you so much, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you.